Hey guys, Emmer99 here and welcome to the third episode of the Elimination Tour de France. Now we're in the second half of the race with more mountainous terrain awaits us in this episode. First we'll start with two flat stages and then we'll have two very difficult mountain stages as well. And by the end of the episode we're going to go down to the last 40 riders. Okay, so unfortunately something happened while rendering and my voice wasn't there. So it's going to be a voiceover from me here, and here in this first stage of the episode we see Magnus Cort Nielsen having the puncture, actually has to stay behind, and then after increasing pace with 13 kilometers to go we see Jasper Stuyven with a crash. He's trying his best to make it back, but as he make it back we'll look after. But now let's focus on the sprint. Since it's a flat stage I really want to cover it quickly with Mats Pedersen sprinting and then Wout van Aert and Ackermann on the right hand side, Clément Rousseau from the left, but it's going to be a Mats Pedersen win. The Danish rider takes victory in stage 12. Now we are going to look behind and who gets eliminated. There's a 5 riders here, and let's go all the way back actually to see Magnus Cort Nielsen couldn't make it. Rasmus Tiller after the pacing, he's going to be out. And now 5 more riders here, and actually 6 to be eliminated. Lenny Martinez, Armirail, I see Kwiatkowski and Soler, I think, is out. So we have also Buitrago in the group, Lenny Martinez, so quite a lot of climbers here eliminated in that episode. Now fast forwarding into stage 13, another flat stage before we start the mountain. Paul Lepera first went into the break, but then after the break's unsuccessful attempt, he's the first rider to drop from the peloton. Now we look behind after increasing pace on the hills. Jakob Fuglsang and Alex Aramburu, also Oliver Naesen dropping behind. So that's now 4 riders behind the peloton. We see Sean Quinn, the American champion, in difficulty, as well as Simon Geschke in there as well. And now time to focus on the sprint again. This time Wout van Aert launches at the perfect time. Mohoric, he's obviously can't follow him. It's going to be a stage win for Wout van Aert. Michael Matthews comes second, but Wout van Aert takes stage 13. Now we look behind. I see some more riders. Rui Costa and Derek G dropped from the peloton. We also have Sivakov all the way down. And now let's check the eliminations. That's right. Derek G actually survived just. Derek G survived. Rui Costa out. Sivakov, Sean Quinn, Geschke Aramburu, Oliver Naesen, Fuglsang and Lepera are out. Time for stage 14 and big mountains on the way. Pau to Saint-Louis-sur-Ain, a horde category climb, that is the Col du Tourmalet, legendary, a second category climb, and then Plat d'Adé to finish it off. It's going to be a difficult day for those with low mountain stat left in the race, so let's see how they fare off today. First 30 kilometers and we're yet to have a breakaway. There was attacks from Bilbao, Lutsenko, Derek Chi and many more that wanted to aim for the stage, including Ciccone, but as it stands, no breakaway so far with 120 kilometers to go. UAE controlling the peloton. We have the first rider dropping from the peloton. It's Sandy Dujardin. Actually decent stats, but I think tried to get on the breakaway today. And before we're even starting the Col du Tourmalet, he's dropped from the peloton, so not looking good for him. Tourmalet is underway, and after the hard tempo on the flat, we have Niels Eekhoff dropping through the back, and then we have 7 riders in this group, what seems to be the gruppetto. So Degenkolb, Teunissen, Nikias Arndt, Anthony Turgi, Axel Zangel and Cedric Beulens are the riders in danger, including Søren Varenskjold, who's 4th in the points classification. Talking about points classification, Mats Pedersen has also dropped from the group, so is Ciccone and Derek G. They tried to go on the breakaway, but now they're out of energy. They're still currently in a safe spot, but you never know what happens after 3 climbs. Okay, we've started climbing Plat d'Adé, and Pogacar and Vingegaard are in prime position to place an attack. Meanwhile, a look back, and David Gaudu does not seem to be as good as he looked right now. Same as Remco Evenepoel. They're currently same time on GC after 13 stages. Again, peloton racing passively here. Remco Evenepoel comes to the front. Any kind of bonus seconds against David Gaudu will get him the yellow jersey for now. And for stage win now, attacks come. Carapaz, Pogacar, Felix Gallen Almeida sprinting towards it. Pogacar will be the main favorite, and Tadej Pogacar takes the stage and the yellow jersey in stage 14. Time to look behind. Sandy Dujardin will be eliminated, as it seems, with 8.6 kilometers to go. Then Turgi and Niels Eckhoff follow them. Mike Teunissen is just a few meters ahead of them, and he's also 12 minutes behind the gruppetto. And here in this gruppetto, 9 riders and 4 of them will be eliminated. No crashes to note today. So let's see who will survive in this group. Last 500 meters, currently Soren Varenschiold in dangerous territory. Can he move to the left a little bit? Oh, I think not. So Varenschiold might say goodbye alongside Axel Zangel and Boelens. That's right, from the gruppetto, John Degenkolb, Soren Varenschiold, Cedric Boelens and Axel Zangel say goodbye. So 8 more riders out of the tour. It also means that Cofidis is now left with just 1 rider, Ioannis Aguirre. Intermarché only with 1 rider with Maintjes. And Lotto Destiny with Boelens out, they have no riders left and the first team to be eliminated completely. Team DSM also loses both John Degenkolb and Niels Eckhoff and say goodbye to the tour completely. Meanwhile, Uno X also lost Soren Varenschiold and they also have no riders left. So we're saying goodbye to 3 teams completely after stage 14. Stage 15, and it starts with a climb, and it's David Gaudu and Ciccone attacking. Gaudu second in the GC. How will Peloton react to this? Kilometer 0 and we already have carnage. It'll definitely not be good for those people with low mountain stats today. They're definitely favorites to get eliminated today. UAE is definitely not happy with David Gaudu trying to go into the breakaway, and they're pacing with Adam Yates, Tim Wellens, Ayuso and Almeida. Gaudu seemed to win the battle, but will he win the war? We will find out. He is currently 1 minute 35 ahead of the peloton, who have stopped. And even managed to drop Nils Pollitt, one of Tadej Pogacar's domestiques, so the tactic seems to work for now. Tim Wellens is also struggling off the back, one of the few at the moment, just more than 5 riders behind the peloton at the start of Col de Mont. Wow, impressive by Pascal Ackermann, despite being a sprinter and one of the worst climbers left in the race. He's with Stefan Williams, just dropped from the peloton now. There's now a huge rally section to get back, but he's definitely not the last rider in the race currently. The situation with halfway of the race still to come. Stefan Bissiger is all the way at the back alone and he's in total danger. 5 minutes ahead is this for Nikias Arndt, Pollitt, Russo and Jordan Jega, and they're currently relaying in order to catch the riders in front, such as Axel Laurence, Tim Wellens and Matteo Burgordo. It's a proper battle out there to not get eliminated, with Jasper Stuyven, Moscon and Ballerini also in the danger zone. I think I missed a crash. Harold Tejada has stopped in the road and he's crashed in the downhill and will abandon. The Colombian from Astana Kazakhstan team is out, so only 7 eliminations left for this stage. And Masson Yates attacks under the 5 kilometer banner. Jonas Vingegaard using an Azure Desert guy as his domestique. Tadej Pogacar also in the wheels of Vlasov. 2 kilometers to go now. Vingegaard and Pogacar seem to go for another sprint finish, which I will favor Tadej Pogacar once again under the Flamme Rouge. They will go after this left-handed bend. Pogacar on the left, Vingegaard on the right. Tadej Pogacar sprints to another victory in Elimination Tour de France. Just behind him is Jonas Vingegaard and Primož Roglic comes third. Joining Stefan Bissiger will be Clément Rousseau. He's 5 minutes down on the gruppetto. That leaves this group of 8 with 5 riders to be eliminated and 3 to survive, but there's still 10 kilometers to go. Now just 7 left. Jordan Jega attacking from that group. He was by far the best climber compared to these riders who all have 70 or below mountain stat. Now last meters, Laurence will be safe and I think Stuyven, but the rest out. Pogacar makes it 2 in a row and increases his GC lead over Remco Evenepoel to 38 seconds. Meanwhile, for eliminations, it is the 5 we've talked about: Ballerini, Pollitt, Arndt, Moscon, Lampard, Russo, Bissiger and Tejada. Okay, I'm very excited by the stage. Stage 16 is a flat stage and we have King Kung, Stefan Kung attacking. I mean, there are literally no sprinters left in the race apart from Mats Pedersen and Pascal Ackermann. So let's see who will be the 8 riders eliminating after this flat stage. 133 kilometers to go, and Stefan Küng is a long way in the distance. 8 minutes is the gap, but still 131 kilometers to go. Can he win the stage by a kilometer zero attack? One of the few stages that has actually went to a breakaway win in this Elimination Tour de France. Counterattack by Wout van Aert, but Axel Laurens and Mathieu van der Poel is not having it. And with these updates, Stefan Küng's leads now shrink to 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay, Mathieu van der Poel now also joining Wout van Aert and Ackermann's attack. And also Simon Yates in front here. It's all looking ever so weird. Wout van Aert with another counter move. Ackermann and Van der Poel follows. Can they get a break from the peloton and fight for the stage win? I don't really understand why they need the field to attack. I mean, they can just literally try to play it in a sprint, but yeah. Wout van Aert seems to be quite tired after all these attacks though. He will be in danger to get eliminated today. The GC teams and basically every rider is gambling on the sprint finish. Ackermann on the left. Remco Evenepoel seems like he's also going for the sprint. 1.5 to go and the sprint starts. Stuyven makes the lead out for Mats Pedersen. Ackermann on the right. Can Mats Pedersen win, or will it be Pascal Ackermann? Mats Pedersen wins a crucial sprint and he will also stay in the Tour for 2 more days. And now we look behind. 3 riders that have worked a lot today. Jack Haig, Axel Laurens and Castroviejo are out. And Wout van Aert after these attacks is going to be out with Bernal too. But who will be the final 3 that abandoned? We quickly check the race replay. It will be 3 riders who are out. Ooh, it's a photo finish. Wout Poels just survives in that final sprint. So did Simon Yates. That means Stefan Küng, Christian Rodriguez, Jasper Stuyven and Egan Bernal also out alongside Wout van Aert, Jack Haig, Axel Laurens and Jonathan Castroviejo. Okay, stage 17 now, and this stage could be the one for the breakaway as we have attacks already. Gaudu, Ciccone, Meintjes, Lutsenko, Van der Poel, G, Madouas and Izagirre. Good idea by Mathieu van der Poel to join the break if he's not in the least strongest 8 today. In the peloton he would get eliminated. So the terrain however rises a lot. This stage you can see constant elevation meters, just 1%, 2%, but for 120 kilometers. So it's an interesting stage, one that suits the strong riders. More counterattacks to the front 8. Champoussin, Steffi Williams and Romain Gregoire attacks in front of the peloton. And it's now up to UAE if they try to chase this 11-man breakaway, or the breakaway will win this stage, because the peloton right now just 37 riders. Breakaway contains David Gaudu as well, which if the breakaway win by more than 2 minutes and 8 seconds, he will get back the yellow jersey. So it's more important for the peloton, especially for Tadej Pogačar, Remco Evenepoel and Jonas Vingegaard to bring him back. But Jonas Vingegaard, he has no teammates left. Evenepoel has Landa. We also have Total Energy pacing. I mean, it's my control team, but I'm not controlling them. So they just want to be back at this breakaway for their leader, Stef Kras. So yeah, the gap's now stable at 2 minutes. Let's see what happens. It's been constant chase today, and a result of that, Stef Kras loses 2 domestiques, Mathieu Bourgourdou and Jordan Jega from the peloton. Where else? Juan Ayuso and Team Wellens, being Pogačar's flat domestiques, also drop from the peloton. Peloton ever so determined to bring back the chase group, including David Gaudu, and the gap's now down to 53 seconds with 43 kilometers to go. Yeah, the first climb of the day, peloton had to slow down a little bit. There's just not much people willing to work. This means in the front, Derek G and Giulio Ciccone now have a healthy lead. And I'm checking the lead right now of 3 minutes now. Next 2 riders dropping from the peloton are Romain Gregoire and Stefan Williams. And they're now favorites to get eliminated as well, as now we have 6 riders behind the peloton. And one of them might be Mathieu van der Poel after the breakaway attempt. He's also tired. The same can be said for Champoussin as well. So that's 8 riders behind the group now. But let's see who will hit the deck at the next climb. Col du Noyer. It's going to be very, very difficult for those riders who are tired. You can see Godou, Pauls, Bettiol, Turner, Izagirre, they're at the back of the group. Mats Pedersen's currently safe for this stage as he won the previous one. Now with 4 kilometers to go, also a fight for the stage win. Simon Yates and Enric Mas ever so present at the front, making the first attacks, and now goes Carlos Rodriguez. Following him is Felix Gal, Peyo Bilbao and Tadej Pogacar. In his wheel is Jonas Vingegaard, who will win in Super Devoluy. It's a bit of a false flat finish, so Pogacar will be the favorite for sure. Now with 1 kilometers to go, Roglic, Pogacar, Jonas Vingegaard, Bilbao. It's going to be Pogacar again. Tadej Pogacar wins another stage and survives into stage 18. Now time to check the eliminations. Mathieu Bourgourdeau, Jordan Gégat, Tim Wellens, Stefan Williams, Romain Grégoire, Clément Champoussin, Ben Turner and Ayuso eliminated. And now we only have 40 riders remaining for the last 4 stages. Gap to Barcelonnette, Embrun to Isola, Nice to Col de la Quille and Monaco to Nice to find our winner. Now let's check the team situation. For Alpecin-Deceuninck, only Mathieu van der Poel remains and he survived really good today. 40th place, the last position who survived into stage 18. Arkea have no riders left. Astana Kazakhstan with Lutsenko. Bora Hansgrohe, Roglic and Vlasov. Bahrain victorious. Bilbao, Mohoric, Wright and Pauls. Cofidis with Ion Izagirre. Decathlon Age d'Auxerre with Felix Gal and Nicolas Prodom. EF Education with 3 riders. Groupama FDJ with 3 riders also. Romain Grégoire eliminated today. Ineos with 3 riders with Ben Turner's elimination. Intermarché 1T with 1 rider. Israel Premier Tech with 2 with Derek G leading the line. Little Trek with 2 riders. Movistar team still with 5 riders. Meanwhile Soudal Quickstep 3 riders but 3 good climbers. Jaco Alula with Simon Yates and Michael Matthews. Team Visma Lease a Bike with Jonas Vingegaard alone. And in Team Total Energy, Stef Kras is left remaining with Team UAE with 3 riders continuing. Tadej Pogacar, Joao Almeida and Adam Yates. And before signing off, quick look at the overview screen. As we've talked, we have 3 teams eliminated as far as I'm correct. Lotto Destiny, Arkea and DSM are completely gone. But that is going to be it from this episode. If you enjoyed it, drop down a like and subscribe. We are close to now 1,000 subscribers, so if you can help it out, it will be much appreciated. And in the next episode will be the finale where we play the last 4 stages and find out who will be the winner of Elimination Tour, basically who will win the final ITT that will get him the victory of the tour.